Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am down at the DRV plant where they make all these beautiful toy haulers. And today, I'm going to give you a tour of the 2024 DRV Fullhouse LX450. And I think you guys are going to really like it. This is going to have a 10-foot garage, so perfect for, your golf carts. There you go. That's the word I was looking for, golf cart. So perfect for your golf cart. But it's also got a way more suitable living room if you're going to be staying in this for much longer. So who knows, maybe you'll turn that back area into an office. Now, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff can be found down in the description of this video. And I'll also provide a link if you would like to find some pricing. But hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. Now, one of the things that I love about DRV in general, from their full house to their mobile suites, which is going to be their classic fifth wheel line, so no toy hauler. They do everything right. They got the full body paint, which they have, I think, 5 different coloring options, the 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, and it's going to be on a 5% pitch, which is nice. So it makes it, the stance just a little bit broader. So it's going to be more secure than even, your high-end campers, just because of that simple tilt. It's just a wider, more sturdy stance, which is nice. They also use the industry's thickest sidewalls, 3¼ inch. So, inherently what that means to you, warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, because they have more insulation. They're also going to use kind of like a sound deadening insulating material for the ceiling. It's going to be soft touch. All of that I'll go over in this video. But all the specifications, length, height, tank size, awning sizes, again, are going to be down in that description. Hope you guys enjoy yourself. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I sure am. I'll be down here. I'll be doing, I think, 3 more units today, then heading over to the Brinkley plant for their brand new travel trailer line. So a lot of good things going on for me. A lot of driving lately, but it's going good. 2024 DRV Fullhouse JX450. But yeah, drove here 4.5 hours for yesterday. Did a couple new Cortera lines, and then heading to Dallas next month for the DRV, or for the the Dallas-Fort Worth Funtown RV party, which I am super, super stoked for that. So as you can see, dual opposing slides. It's going to give you a ton of space. And what's crazy is you get this massive island. So I don't know, if your family's anything like mine, we like to play games. We like to entertain. My grandma's always cooking. She also forces us to play, apple juice pong, which I know sounds funny, but this would be perfect for it. It's an elongated island, but because of the way this camper is dispositioned, it's not going to block your view of the TV, so you still get great entertainment. So great countertop space, residential appliances, so a big old Mac Daddy refrigerator, the big old, insignia there with a freezer. You also get the industry's largest oven, the 4-stove top burner insignia, so you can whip up all the fixings up here. You can drop a turkey in that bad boy, have Thanksgiving on the road, you're ready to rock. 4 pull-out drawers that are all going to be relatively this size, but 2 of them will be just a hair more, a hair bigger, a little deeper, but actually about twice as much, you can see, right there. But I mean, look at all that space that you got for all your stuff, your cooking utensils. It's also the solid, the soft close. It's this one in particular is going to be the walnut. I do think that they're going to be moving over to a hickory, but all the cabinetry is handmade here at the plant. And before I went through and kind of checked it out, pretty darn incredible, what they do with the craftsmanship. It's really nice to see them work. It truly is a pretty fun experience. You might want to do a factory tour if you're anywhere near Howe, Indiana. Real hand-laid tiles up here. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. And the solid surface countertop is the kind where if you were to chip it, this design runs all the way through. So it is a real countertop, not just kind of like a placard, I guess you would say. So with this big old island, you're going to get big old storage. You got to pull out garbage can right here. And then much like the drawer you just saw, you're going to get 3 more over there. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucets. You can hit those dishes from all angles. But man, imagine you got the grandkids sitting over there on the couch. You got some people eating some breakfast with a great view. That pulls out to make a bigger table, by the way. But you're over here cooking, entertaining. You got all the space. You got all your pots and pans and plates. You got areas for, burgers and dogs and all that kind of stuff down at the campground, eating good, living good. Accent lighting. By the way, you can customize this if you want, like all white or something like that. If you're not a big fan of the darker tones, go lighter if you want. You're also going to notice no ACs. You're not going to see any ACs in this because those are the returns, but they use a whisper quiet system. 3 ACs that run through the track. but really quiet and efficient. You also got a heat pump in one of the ACs too. Can't recall which one. About 6'10" tall, high slides. Goodness gracious, getting tongue-tied over here today. But I mean, look at that. That's got to be more than 6'10" actually. I'm saying that's... They hired me because I'm friendly, but I'll tell you, it's bigger than 6 foot by quite a bit. So this table, like I was saying, there's a little latch over here on this side, which I already undid. But you pull that out, and now instead of table for 2, you know, you're looking at table for 4. So you can sit down, play some euchre, beat your, neighbors Meg and Chris, no problemo. Or just read a book and take advantage of an awesome view that these great windows provide. Outlets, countertop space. The windows are also going to be frameless and tinted. They're also going to be that shatterproof window. You got the theater seating right over here. It's also got a center divide that you can drop down to. So, if you're having a glass of wine or just, drinking like a Coca-Cola or something. You got the places to put your stuff. You also got a little power tower right there. But this is what I was talking about with the view. I'm sitting down, I'm relaxing in this recliner. The island stops before it intrudes on the view, and I believe that's about a 50-inch TV. You got little storage behind that. You also have a fireplace that's going to put out 4,700 BTUs of heat, so puts out some incredible output there. You also get, I just got shocked on this door here. You also get the little residential fan, and then look at all the cabinetry, here up above too. Pretty darn nice. That's going to be for your speakers, and then a little DVD player for you. A little hidden latch gets you behind there for some hidden storage. I forgot to show you some of this storage too. I'll show you this. You got the Insignia microwave to boot. So again, a residential microwave. We're probably all familiar with them, but it's also going to be the convection, which is nice. But pretty darn snazzy. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I know they definitely look at them. DRV is just one of those groups. Back when I was selling RVs, I'll tell you, they did a phenomenal job of helping me out. The reps are definitely just pretty darn killer. They're all tuned in. They know what they're talking about, know what they're doing. You got 11 tie downs, and I believe each one's 2,500 pound weight rating. You also have the diamond plating, the rollover sofas. You got plenty of places to sit, and you got a queen bed that drops down. But to boot, what you got, 3 Seasons patio door, zero gravity door that drops down with a patio system, so you can sit out there again, play some cards, maybe put a dog out there to get a little fresh air. TV that's on a tilt, but you're also going to see you got metal cabinetry back here. So if you're putting, some trail boots, or something like that, or like a spare gas can or something. I don't know why you do that, but you know what I'm saying. Whatever you want, it's all, metal. So it's all pretty cool, feeling clicky. Bada bing, bada boom. You are ready to rock. Sliding door. You also got some pretty good windows and a separate entrance. This is going to be your control panel. So, for your lighting, the bed lift up and down, and then the max air fan, which is going to be directly above us. So you can help, circulate some of that air. But man, look at that. That picture right there is a toy hauler. Pretty down, pinkies up. All right, so let's see here. I'll show you this area real quick because I didn't do that before. And I love it a lot. Man, look at that. Put some stuff on there. Be pretty cool. If they made that a little thicker there, you can maybe even use that as a little standing desk. You don't want to use the table. I know standing desks are getting a little bit more popular out there. We got one at home. Try to use it. Keeps my daughter from crawling all over me. But she's 2.5, and she is in that mommy mode right now. Can't get dad any type of loving unless she wants a Barbie. Then it's all love you, dad. Oh, man. I love it. Let's see there. Control panel, all your slides. I actually really like how they aren't going with the kind of the touchscreen ones, because I have had some problems with that. I've heard problems with it on the touchscreen, but these are all the old school, kind of manual, kind of clicker up buttons. Little place to hang up maybe a jacket or some dog leashes, things of that nature. And then you got heading up, you're going to have a motion light. The flooring is optional too, so you can switch that out. Little grab handle, window, Dracula shade, half Drac, full Dracula. Stop the old skin from sizzling. But I mean, look at this bathroom on a toy hauler. Doesn't get much better than this. You get tons of floor space, so you can actually get dressed in here if you would like. Porcelain foot flush throne. And then you got washer and dryer prep, you know, here too as well, which is always a big time plus. And this little cubby. Now, I'm a bigger fella, so I like the fact that they use the Tri-Glide glass series. So it opens up, you know, heck of a lot wider. One-piece fiberglass. Let me flip this around here for you. This is what you're looking like for height. So 6 foot, probably almost 6'1" with the hat on. Got that. But pretty darn snazzy. Now let me sit there on the old toilet so you can see, you know, what's going on. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Ting. All right, let's see here. Perfect time to show off the old bowling gun, baby. Now, if you guys follow the old videos, you know the bowling league hasn't quite been going our way at the beginning. But the last 4 weeks, we have swept the opponents. We went from last in the league to now second. And we play the #1 team. We're 6 points behind. An opportunity to get 8 points in the last week. Your boy's going to come in clutch. So you got a little slide right here. This is a great time to show off this wood. I mean, look at this. That is fantastic. Real wood. Like from a tree wood. You know, some people say they got real wood and it's a pressed particle board. That is a real piece of wood. A lot of dressers, more countertop space. And keep in mind, guys, this is a toy hauler with this style bedroom. You're going to have about 3.5 feet or so right here. East to west slide bed. You're also going to notice you have those little knobs right there. Those are going to be for dimmers, along with outlets and countertops where you can put in, you know, CPAP or something like that. Overhead storage. Windows, again, they're going to be frameless, and they are going to be the tinted. Smart TV, emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry there. And then right up here, since you got the washer and dryer in that other bathroom, you are going to get a massive closet, and you'll also see here are going to be those 2 other chairs there as well. But all right, guys, let's go head around the outside now and see what you think. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me. That always, you know, goes a long way to helping me out, or drop a comment and say hello, or maybe why you didn't subscribe. But again, this is the 2024 DRV Fullhouse JX450. I think as far as toy haulers go, that one's pretty darn snazzy. Now, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in that description. Just a couple minutes here on the outside where you can really see the frameless windows. You know, here you're also going to notice you're going to get 3 awnings, which is pretty darn incredible. So boom, boom, and boom. It's also going to be the metal wrapped awning too, which is going to be really nice. It's going to help out the longevity of keeping your camper going, because it's not going to have anything, you know, beating down, you know, on the top of that, whether that be rain, you know, or hail, snow, whatever. It's going to stay right on top. The paint job is going to be one of 4 or 5 options here. And like I said, again, 6-point hydraulic auto leveling on a 5-degree pitch for more stability. You got the More Ride pin box, which is going to allow for a little bit more chucking and bucking, a little bit more comfortability. Fully painted fiberglass front cap here, which is also going to have those LED lights that are running up the top. Nice pass-through storage. Again, 3¼ inch thick wall. Better insulation. Thicker doors. I mean, look at that. That door is as thick as some of the brands that are out there. And it's actually a real metal slam latch, even though it's got the strut. But look at that pass-through. Absolutely massive. Pretty darn nice to have that. You're also going to see the frame is going to be a steel frame. And I forgot to mention that in the other video. 15-inch steel frame, but then above the axle is actually going to be 17 inches. So where they're going to be a little bit more strenuous, they step it up, add a little bit more, and it goes a long way. You're also going to get the 3 axles with the Cooper H-rated tires. So a much beefier tire than you need, but it's definitely one that you want. Separate entry here into the garage. Your 2 marine grade outside speakers with a little bit of storage. And then the back door, 0 gravity. So meaning when you unlock it and drop it down, I would if that wasn't right here. But when you drop it down, you can stop it just with like basically 2 fingers. So you don't have to worry about it coming down and bonking on your head. Or maybe if you're a little bit, you know, older, or somebody that's got some issues with, you know, strength, you don't have to worry about that. Your grandkids, they're not going to slam their head and knock you out. You're also going to get the Thule awning. And when it drops down, it makes a good patio with the shaded area. So you got a lot of good stuff going on for you. It's also got a built-in camera right here as well. Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so you can get on top of your fully walkable roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides. You're good there. Obviously, you see you got your plug-ins. You got your fuel station, which I believe is going to hold 60 gallons. It feeds into the generator there as well. Back end of the refrigerator. Suburban on-demand hot water heater, 60,000 BTU. The control for the auto leveling. This is all my backpack stuff with my lunch. Propane. It's also got a little pull-out drawer, slam latch. And then you got your generator, and then some storage, hydraulic fluid, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, over in that door. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope to see you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 DRV Fullhouse JX450. Have a wonderful day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.